Hey everyone, we are still in Module 3, ActivInspire Basics, in our ActivInspire orientation class. We are now on Video 2, the resource browser, which I know you are excited to jump right into. So let's just head right over to our ActivInspire. You'll notice I have a blank flip chart open. Previously, we have discussed the browser, but just in case, if you do not see yours, click View and make sure you have a check mark next to Browser. Also, it can hang out right here on the side if you do not have it pinned. So if you'll just move your cursor right over to the side, let it pop out, and mine is pinned because you will see that it has a faded yellow on it. So let's hop right over to what we're looking at currently, which is the page browser. This is where you'll see all of your pages for your flip chart. For this video, we're going to spend our time in the resource browser. Now remember in Module 1, you registered the professional version of ActivInspire, and then you downloaded the resource pack. That is how you received tons of extra resources that wouldn't come with the regular ActivInspire. Let's take a look at one thing that you can use, which is this search bar. Now, let me back up just a second, just in case yours doesn't look like mine. If I click on the one single silhouette, I'm looking at my resources. If I click on the triple silhouette, then I see all these shared resources, and that's where I put my extra subject folder, which was the last thing you downloaded. So in this search bar, I'm going to search for timer. And you'll see that there's 15 of them that we could pull from. And I know I pulled one of these earlier, so I'm going to get one that we haven't looked at before, such as the firework. You can enlarge this just like an image. You can move it forward, backward, duplicate it, all sorts of things. But for the most part, you're just going to want to set it and use it. So I'm coming up to the top and making sure that I am in design mode. I have it set for 15 seconds. I'll just knock that down to 5 since this is a short little video. And you can type in the numbers. You can change between seconds and minutes. And let's see what happens. And off goes our bottle rocket. Isn't that adorable? You can quickly reset it, and there's lots of things like this built in resources. So other than searching, you might want to just see what all is available. I'm going to pop over to the pages, insert an additional page, and this time I'm going to take a look at some graph paper. Ooh, that's tiny. So let's see if we can go ahead and put an X and Y axis on here. It'll make it a lot easier to follow along. I'll click Shape, and I'm going to start off with my Y axis because I definitely want to use the lines. I do not draw nice and neat. Maybe you want this to be a different color. You can change the color just by selecting a color and the little fill tool. Then I'll add the other axis, which is our x-axis. You'll notice since I already had it changed, it did it automatically for me. And now we're ready to start plotting points or doing all sorts of things. There are lots of resources in here. Some of them are items where you could build your entire lesson, and it's cool tools for you to be able to use. Let's see what all they have. Here's some buttons and gadgets. Question layouts. And in some of the more advanced lessons, you'll see how you can actually get these to interact with the kids. question spaces, tables and scales has a little plus sign next to it, which means, hey, expand me. Look how adorable this one is. Has the little face built right in. So all of these are items that you might want to use in your lesson. Now this time, instead of going back and adding a slide, I'm actually going to clear the entire page. And I think I'll grab this one and maybe, let's see what else is under gadgets other than timers. Oh, we could keep points. That could be something fun. I might should turn my lines back off. Okay, so with these two, you'll notice that I have my select tool. And now the kids actually are able to use these for the pins. How cool is that? Let me show that to you one more time. I am in presentation mode. A student comes up and clicks a pin, and now they are able to write whatever the answer is that you're wanting them to work on, or the statement or whatever. You notice I'm not actually writing with my hand, so it looks really sloppy. This way you could have your toolbar rolled all the way up, and they can just click whenever they want a pen and do whatever the instructions say. Another handy tool would be if you were keeping score and we had two different teams and you're able to just keep adding or taking away points. So there's a lot of fun built-in resources that you will want to explore. Don't forget to check out the subjects as well as the sounds, because there's going to be various times when you're going to want to know what appears in here. So let's say this bang, or maybe a beam. You never know when you need a beam. There's also music. Transportation, in case you want an airplane flying over. And this time I'll grab some biology. I'm going to clear off our screen again. Grab the life cycle. Look what's here for you. And it's all ready for you to start labeling and doing things with. You could even make squares with words and drag and drop. I mean, there's all sorts of fun things in here. And this is just under life cycle. Now, human has a ton. Look at the digestion system. We might as well grab that out so you can see it. So there's all sorts of things that you would want to integrate in your lessons right here in the shared resources. So go ahead and hop over, play, and find what could you use this week. Just something new and fun. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.